to make it in real estate during this whole change that's going on in our industry ever since this NAR settlement? Well, I've got some ideas for you. And if you're like me, over 40, you may be wondering, just what do I have to do? What's the unique things that I've got to come up with that's going to make my business succeed? Not just barely hanging on there. Let's thrive, right? So if you like things like that, please subscribe below. Let's get going. And I'm going to share with you some stuff at the end that's really worth thinking about. First of all, the most important thing is about being open-minded and ready to grow your business and not be one of those, oh gosh, the sky is falling. If that's you, this video and me, we won't work because I'm hustle. I got good work ethic. If you show me how to do it, I'm going to get it done, right? Are you that kind of person? Because this is for you. So I was at a BNI meeting this morning. That's Business Network International. Been in mine since 2008. If you're not in a networking group, that's number one. Get in some networking. Get connected. Number two, build those relationships like crazy. I use SendOutCards. I stay top of mind. I want everybody to know that I got a guy. And if I don't have a guy, I know a guy's got a guy. People know that about me. I do that through a monthly SendOut card that I send out to my clients, to different vendors, because what am I doing? I'm on purpose to stay connected and make people think about me when they need something in this business. That's number two. Number three, I do personal development books. Boy, I'm on a mission to always be learning and growing. And it also helps me keep my attitude good. You know, things get tough. That's just a reality in this business, right? Hold everything. If you hear snoring, that's my little rascal dog. But he loves being near me, so he's staying. Anyway, so you've definitely got to be, that was number three. There's your books. There's your things that you just got to know. Now, picking the right company. This industry has changed. I got in 2006. What is that? I think that's 18 years now. So I got in as the market was going up and then it crashed. I didn't know anybody and I was broke. And I was 56 years old by the time I really dove into it. The industry was completely different than it is now. Franchises were the main thing. You need to research your companies that you're going to hang your license with. If you're newer to the industry, get on a team. Pay attention. But don't just jump into any old company. I am with eXp Realty. If you're interested in learning more about that, reach out. If you're not, it doesn't matter. Here's what matters is the industry's changed and you need to consider a meta company versus a franchise. Why? Completely different. In a meta company, you have an opportunity to be the owner or partial owner in the company. You can potentially get residual income. That's a big deal. I'm going to tell you why in a minute. And also, meta companies are focused on collaboration. What's a meta company? It means it's in the cloud. The one thing about the real estate industry in the past that has been rampant is nobody sharing their secrets. That is completely different in a meta company. And eXp was the founder of all of this. It completely flipped the real estate industry on end. We are the leader in it. We are global. We are publicly traded. There's so many positives, so ask me about that at the end. Anyway, so I got into eXp in July of 2017, and I just went because the team that I had just joined 2 weeks prior tells me that they're moving over this company. I thought, oh, great, whatever. But I trusted them because they were a mega team, meaning doing millions and millions of dollars in business, very well respected in the industry. And I was older. Honestly, I needed some support, even though I'd had my own team, which had recently disbanded. And I was having to take care of my mother. All those things compound. That's real life world, right? You may be somebody dealing with your college kids, trying to figure out how you're going to pay for it. We all have our challenges in life, and it's how we deal with it, how we find a way to work our business around it. And here's the other thing. In real estate, you can be stuck where you're working hours 24/7, 7 days a week. I did that. And I don't think you need to do that. Not anymore. with the leverage that's going on, the systems that I'm learning, the things that I'm sharing on here, how to be more available to your clients where you're focused in on what you're good at, leveraging out other things that you don't need to do, either through VAs, showing agents. There's a whole plethora of things that you can be taught. Now the collaboration becomes the norm in meta companies. I can't say that's true still in your franchises. And the bulk of the agents are in franchises. Now, if you're brand new, you got to get a team, like I said, because you need support, you need collaboration. Do you need to stay on a team forever? No, you could start your own. And if you were like at EXP, you're encouraged to go do that. Go grow, go build, go expand, because the way it's structured in their revenue share plan, everybody wins when you do that. It's not that way in a franchise. No one wants to see you leave the franchise, and no one wants to see you leave a team. They want to be, if they worked out so hard to train you, they want to keep you. It's not that way in a meta company. It's completely different. Now imagine me. I got in, as I said, back in 2017. I'm an agent on a team of, there's 35 of us now. We are a mega team doing well over 100 million in transactions with our group. I am able to actually back down in my business and do more things that I want to do. Why is that? Because I have residual income. Now that's a choice. Some of these other companies, they have a way that you can earn residual income too, that are meta companies. None of the franchises offer that. None offer you stock. So that's another reason. Why do you want that? Well, what's your end game? Are you always going to be just hustling for the next sale? Oh, please. I'm going to tell you, you're going to burn out really fast if that's your vision of how to do real estate. It's not cool. It's not fun, because this is a tough business, and we're going into a tough cycle where there's a lot of fear out there of what, how to even present your value proposition to the buyers, how to even convince the sellers that they need to pay the buyer's agent. So, but that's just a learning curve. That's all doable, but it's creating fear in a lot of places where they're not teaching you how to do it. We teach you exactly how to do that over here on steroids and provide tools. Now, the other meta companies may do that as well. Check us all out. Book a strategy call with me. Let's go. Ask me questions below. Say, Kath, I'm really curious about this. I'll help you. Now, the other thing is, so now you're looking at your company, you're deciding on a team or not. You got to pay attention when you do pick a team. You know, what are the requirements of that team? What are they offering for that team? What are the splits? Don't just pick the first team that says, yeah, I'll take you. Interview them as well. I encourage you to do that. Now, I lucked out. Man, I was invited onto a team when my business partner and I split up. And that was probably a year or so after that all split up that I was invited on. And it was actually an honor to be invited on. And it also took a lot of stress off my back, because for me, it was all the marketing that I didn't have to do anymore. It was the transaction coordinator. Now, if you're that hustle guy right off the bat and you say, I got this, you can go be a single agent. It is going to be a harder path, but you can do it. And you can do it with tools that you'll learn. EXP is a great place to do that. But no matter what company you're with, especially a meta company, you need to dive in. That's another secret right there. If you don't dive in, because meta, meaning cloud, means that you do have to dive in. I just created an exit strategy or an exit interview for agents that chose to leave EXP. I'm curious, like, why? Why did you leave? What happened? Did you feel left down? Did you go to the events? Did you dig into any of the stuff? What caused it to leave? Rarely is it that I have a high producer that leads. I usually have a low producer who's feeling abandoned because it is a cloud base. Again, if you're not a hustler in real estate, this is not your field. This is about diving in, figuring it out, finding out who to go to, work with them, collaborate, because all of that is available. I know it's available here at EXP. I'm hearing it's available at these other companies too. You just have to decide what's important to you. Now I'm going to tell you a story that I told my B&I chapter today, because I have been stepping more and more out of production. I still do it. I'm a waterfront specialist here in the Lake Norman area, and Lake Norman, North Carolina. And I can cherry pick who my clients are. I can also refer things out and make a referral fee. The EXP referral program that there is set up, by program I mean connection, of agents across the country globally is astronomical. I have a woman that's interested in possibly coming to EXP. She's out of Portugal. She has a luxury company. Now, why would she be interested? She's interested in the leads that she can get from the United States through our huge company, which we are, and where agents that are luxury agents know about their clients that are interested in Portugal. So that is an enticing piece just on that little piece itself. So that program is massive. I have notifications set up for me on there to notify me when they all start coming in, and they're coming in from all over. I got to figure out how to narrow it down to just my little corner of the world. However, what I can do is, let's say I got that referral, I can pass that on to one of my people that I brought over to EXP and let them run with it. We both win. Why? Because there is a residual program. It's too complicated to get on here and explain all that right now. That's why you want to book a strategy call with me. And believe me, there's no pressure, because I am not looking to pull anybody into this. I'm looking for somebody that wants to jump in and says, let me add all that opportunity, because that's what's here, right? So the other thing is there's health insurance over here. Is it paid for? No. But is it discounted? Yes. Is it massive, incredible concierge kind of service? Yes. So that's another thing. I got videos where I've interviewed people who share their love stories with the health insurance because of how much money it saved them, or how the concierge service really helped them through a difficult time getting it paid by the insurance company versus just fighting all kinds of bureaucracy to try and get it done, right? So all those things are very important. And if you are 40 plus and you are looking at your end game, here's the final thing I wanted to tell you. I have been in it since July 2017. I have brought people over to EXP. Some have gone, some have not produced, and some have been said, let me bring some people over. One guy, he brought a ton of people over. He taught them how to bring people over, and he taught them. And it built a very good size organization for me, which is now at 183. 183 agents total in my organization that I get paid varying amounts on. All that averages up to a little over $5,000 a month. And you say, well, that's not very much money, isn't it? You want to know what the interest is in a CD, the amount of money that you'd have to have in a CD to get that every month? It's over $1.5 million. Are you kidding me? Let me tell you this. If you had rentals, how much rentals do you have to do to be able to get that kind of income coming in? And talk about the headache that goes with it, which is the process that we're taught. How many doors can you get to build your retirement plan? I don't ever want that personally. But if I could empower you or empower someone that you bring in, and we all win, we all get stock, we all get ownership, we all get residual income, that makes more sense to me. So you tell me, does that make sense to you? So I can help anybody that wants to be helped. If I do nothing else, then you just watch my videos and you learn from some of that. I have another channel called Tech Savvy Realty Solutions. That's all about tech for realtors. Now, does it help other people? Of course. But my focus is realtors, and especially the ones that are struggling with tech. And in today's world, oh my gosh, people, if you are not involved with tech, you will be by the wayside. And I'm going to be 74 in a month and a half. Yikes. So if I can do this, you can do this. This is nothing. But don't get lost because you're not doing it. Come on, let me help. Book a strategy call with me. Subscribe. Let's talk. Especially if you're that hustler guy, because man, would I love to help you. Let's get it done together, right? Thanks, guys. Stay tuned for more.